Unemployment rate last week, it ticked up to 3.7%. Seems like a bit of a surprise to some people in the market. Do you think that's just a blip due to the seasonality of the holidays, or is this a trend and we're going to see unemployment continue to rise throughout the rest of this year?
The number has some statistical problems. It's always a very noisy data series month to month, so I'm not reading too much into 1 month's figures. So let's see a couple more. Reality is every other labour market indicator is solid. It's cooled from extraordinarily strong rates of labour demand last year, but they're still strong. I don't think the unemployment rate is heading higher. But of course, if it does, that's a big part of the RBA's job getting done. I think an unemployment rate of around 4, maybe a bit higher, will tell us that that excess demand is coming out of the economy, and that will give them the green light to pause on rate hikes. I just don't think this number is the start of that trend yet.
And the RBA governor, you mentioned him, he was in the hot seat in Canberra last week before 2 parliamentary inquiries. How do you think he performed overall?
Look, I think he did well. He's under extraordinary pressure. The government doesn't want to be associated with these rate hikes. He's been thrown to the mob, and he took it in his stride. I don't think there was all that many tricky questions asked of him, technical economics questions. There was a lot of politics in there. But he did what all good central bankers do, and that's not say too much, not pin themselves down. And of course, on Friday, in his second testimony, he did the most important thing. He explained that if we don't continue raising rates and slowing this economy now, the outcome will be severe. That is a runaway inflation, much higher interest rates than anyone's contemplating now, and of course, a damaging recession. And it's important that he explains to the Australian people and the political leadership that that outcome is a very real prospect if we don't get on top of inflation now.
Warren Hogan, independent economist, thanks for coming on the show today.
Thanks, Ed.